Rolling Loud is still presently going on, but some of the performances happen. Like we had Travis. I forget who the headliner was the first day.
ASAP. But we didn't watch ASAP's.
And I didn't see a lot of the performances, so not super familiar with what was going on. But I guess and I'm gonna stay on this quickly because I didn't watch a lot and we didn't go obviously. So
we're gonna go 1 year. We could still go to New York one. I think tickets are still.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going to.
It's on your birthday.
I'm not doing that. one year. I'd rather go to the Miami one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll do it.
But
I think this year was like our getting settled. Next year,
next year is
gonna
be nuts. And
travel,
sporting events everywhere. We outside.
We was chilling this year. We had the pandemic. We moved.
Stacked up the bread.
Watch.
But yeah, so I mean, just based off of what we saw, I think the Travis performance was great. He performed a lot of songs. Set design was crazy. So
yeah,
we
seen Travis in person.
Yeah,
so we know like he's just good with performing.
He previewed some new music, so I mean, it sounded great. It sounded like he was in a bag of like days and rodeo at the same time. It sounded good. Tough to tell because of his performance where he's screaming a lot, so
you can't really
it's difficult. But it sounded good. So
and we know that he's in Kanye's album, so
So looking forward to hearing new Travis. Hopefully, Utopia is fire.
Yeah, Utopia gotta be crazy.
But
the Astroworld was crazy. Astroworld lived up to the hype.
Yeah,
it should have won album of the year.
Should have.
Cardi. Let me not trash people on here. That's what we're not doing. I just don't think Cardi deserved it. But
no, her album was better.
It wasn't a bad album. I think Travis was better.
It's like every song went like number one.
Yeah, but that's just because she got hype. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good song.
No, the songs were good. They were. It's okay. Because like I said, when you listen to Astroworld,
there was some throwaway songs. We said this. We said that it could have been consolidated into like a
shorter album,
7-song album.
But it was an experience. I think it was more so like a movie more than anything. But yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he was the runner up. Like, I'm sure he was the runner up for that.
Like if you take songs like I think NC-17 with 21. I like that song a lot. I think that song is super hard. But in terms of like album of the year discussions, it's like that song.
Every song got to be a hit. On album of the year.
Unfortunately, it's just that I think it was a bad year because every song that was on Cardi's album was like bangers. Yeah. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen him win it. But
yeah, new stuff. I'm excited. I feel like I don't know. I wonder when Utopia is gonna come out because remember we were saying earlier like how every year he dropped an album since he's been out except 2017. Like he's dropped the album 2013, 2014. Did he drop 2015? Was that Rodeo?
It was, I believe.
Yeah, 2016 was Birds. 2017. He didn't drop 2017. 2018 was Astroworld.
Yeah, something like that.
So he's really dropped the album every year. So I think, will he drop one this year?
No.
Nah, yeah. Cause I feel like now he's getting into his like legend status. Like not even legend, but just he's established in the music business mogul rapper type. Like he's up there, like you said earlier. Like he's up there. Like he's getting up there with Kanye and stuff. So I think it's gonna take him longer to push out these albums now. Cause first of all, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need the money. He's not pressed for the money. Second of all, I think he's just more gonna want to push out like really artistic stuff that takes his time.
Yeah, and I think because of the business aspect of it, it makes more sense to put it out next year when everybody's fully outside, hopefully, because we don't know what's going on.
And Travis is a tour person.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with COVID, but assuming that it goes back to some sort of normalcy, everybody's gonna be outside and.
Yeah, then and he's smart. If he's smart, he's gonna wait till next year.
Yeah, because that's why Kendrick didn't drop it either. So
and Drake probably.
Yeah, so
they need that tour. Touring is obviously really big for these artists. That's not
the
money.
only way you get paid.
I don't think a lot of people know that.
Yeah, you don't get paid like you get like a billion streams. That doesn't equate to a lot of money. Yeah, unfortunately, and that's relative. A lot of money.
Yeah, like, in their eyes.
Yeah, because they might make 300,000 off that. But,
that's our student loans.
But relative, of course. But aside from Travis's performance, the only other thing was Coi Leray.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was like, that's like I think her performance was the only thing I really like. People were talking about on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I mean, you can go ahead.
I was just reading something that gave me a perspective. Like a lot of people like feel like that is kind of like messed up. People are calling her. They were saying it's kind of like why we always bashing people and stuff. But I just think I don't know. I think people doesn't like the fact that she's very like cocky with it. Like she even posted something on Instagram because she's like they all hating. Like people are not necessarily hating. Like, I hate when people think that anytime somebody critiques you or criticizes you, that they're hating. That's not necessarily no one's hating on you. Like, I think people are just critiquing it. They just feel like her music isn't that great, and it's like it was cool. It's like her, like, you know, I knew of Coi Leray for a while now, but like the No More Party thing is what kind of made her mainstream and like made her like relevant, and like everybody talking about her, you know, because people were talking about her before, and I remember hearing her music before No More Parties, but it kind of made her become in that conversation about who everybody's talking about, and obviously she made Double XL, so I don't know. I like her song Slide that was just playing, but I don't really like her. I feel like she's talented, but I feel like she, going back to what we were talking about, Selling Your Soul, she's doing things that knows, like she's doing the microwave music stuff. She's doing stuff that she knows people will like. And I feel like she got inspired by dating Trippie. She probably got Trippie Redd inspired with the whole baby voice thing. And I don't know. I feel like she's a good performer, but people just don't like her. Like the Rolling Loud crowd was dead. I wasn't there, but from what I saw, nobody was jumping up and down. People were like on their phone.
I think that it's I think that performances are tough. I think that we're in an era where it's very tough to really build like a strong audience, because it's like you get one song and then it's like now labels want 20 more, and then but like you need money at the same time, so it's a lot of different things. So I just think I don't have any really criticisms about her music itself, because you know, I think that it's not my audience, like it's not for me, so I'm not really there to judge it.
Cause that stuff is relative. That stuff, like people out there like it.
Yeah, cause like I like her verse on a song off that what was it, Slime? It's not Slime Language, is it? That Thug compilation album that just came out. She did a song with Coi Leray.
Oh, I think it was Slime Language.
Yeah, or something. Whatever that album was, her verse on there I thought was hard, and I think that the difference between that song and all her other music is simply just production. Like she was rapping on a beat that was hard. I think it might have been a Wheezy beat.
She does too much of like these like I said, Trippie Redd type beats, which I don't know. Like obviously it works with people like Trippie Redd, but you're not Trippie Redd. And it's like you kind of can't really replicate what someone else is doing.
Yeah, I think because I've listened to her music before, like she got popping, and I thought it was good. I think if she
wasn't doing this before, as far as I know, maybe I wasn't that privy to a lot of her music, but as far as I remember, it wasn't this baby voice stuff.
Yeah, I think she's talented, and I think that she could make really good music, but she needs to just focus on trying to make the music versus the trying to get the crowd, because you'll get the crowd from making the good music. You don't need to make songs
like even the Double XL Cypher. That could have been her time to really put out a really good verse. Like you had people on there who like shocked people. Like everybody thought like Ruby didn't deserve to be on there, but her cipher was good, and people were like, oh wow, like I feel like she got respect from that. That could have been Coi Leray's time to really get her respect. Like you should have came hard. Like that's the time to come hard and show why you're there. Like you could do that fun stuff any other time, but I feel like I would have took that opportunity to really come hard if you really think you're that good. And not like you really think you got bars. I would have came crazy at the cipher. Like this is like the time where all eyes are on you. Like people who really are into music look at the Double XL. I was saying XXL, same thing. They look at that freshman list every year, and people take it serious. And people, you know, that's really your time that you're highlighted. Like all eyes are on you in the hip hop community. So I would have just took that time to really like put out a good cipher.
Yeah, I didn't listen to any of the ciphers, so I'm not. I didn't listen to anything. I don't know what anybody sounded like.
Now her cipher is literally a TikTok trend now.
Well, I saw Coi's because there was just memed. Yeah. But I didn't see anybody else.
You didn't see Ruby's?
Nah.
I liked hers. I liked Lakia. I like Ruby's. I didn't really pay attention to guys. I like them two were my favorites. So.
The class itself wasn't really my cup of tea, so I didn't really. I mean, me as being a music head, I should have listened to it, but it just wasn't my cup of tea, so I didn't really like.
I think they were voted in this year.
Yeah.
Like their fans voted them.
I didn't. I wasn't trying to listen to it, but you know, maybe I'll still try to listen to it. But
yeah,
I mean, just
it was short. It was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes per.
Well, I did see the backlash about who was it? Who was playing beats? Was it Nick Muir?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the beats were fine.
I thought the beats. I like Ruby's. Like Ruby's her cipher. Ruby. Who was in there? It was Ruby, Flo Milli, Pooh Shiesty, and I think 42 Doug. I think they had the best beat. But people were making fun of how he was dancing too.
Oh, Nick.
Like he was in the background, like he was doing these dances. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Everybody was laughing at him. Like.
But I like Nick a lot. In terms of people I kind of pull from a little bit. He would be one of those people because I like especially with his early Juice WRLD stuff. I like the way his production style, was, and I think that he definitely is becoming one of those guys, if he's not already, of people trying to replicate exactly like his formulas and things like that. Like we've seen what Internet Money has done. But I'm not gonna go super deep into Nick Mirror, but I'm not gonna bash him. Yeah. I didn't think the beat sounded bad.
It didn't sound bad at all. People were just extra. I feel like there were better ones than other ones.
Your favorite artist probably rapped on beats that were inspired by Nick Mirror, so But yeah,
I think like Coi Leray, like I don't know. I feel like people do kind of like hate on people. They do switch up because everybody was going crazy with no parties on TikTok. Like everybody liked it until I saw when this hate started to shift. Like I saw she kept posting on TikTok, and people were like, all right, we get it. Like I saw when the hate started, people, because she kept playing the song, and people were like, okay, we get it. Like it was cool at first, now we hate it. So maybe she ruined her own her own bag, stops her own bag for that reason, like overdoing something that's popular. Because a lot of people do that. They'll like get like a hit, or they'll get like a viral TikTok song and they'll run with it. Like they'll just keep playing it and say, okay, now you're kind of making the song whack because you're doing too much.
Yeah,
but
especially
they have the right to do the most, in my opinion. They earn that right, but
they should. But I think that in terms of music business, I think that a good thing is to let your art live for itself, because you don't see these real major artists like
forcing their music, or creating TikTok music.
I've never seen Kendrick do a TikTok. You don't even see him go outside. I don't even know if he tweets. Like you just don't see him outdoors. He lets his music speak for himself, and then lets the public decide what's what. Like he's not.
But if a song's good, it's gonna blow up on its own. You don't need promo.
You don't need promo, especially if the song already blew up. You'd be like, oh wow, this is what I've seen people do, which I prefer, is like people will post like a screenshot of stats or something like that. Like, wow, this is crazy. Like that's a way to show appreciation for the song. The song is gonna live as long as it wants to live. You would
kill it
TikTok
if you play it too much.
help
Yeah, it might kill it. I feel like TikTok has been a blessing and a curse, because it's made a lot of people famous and rich in a short period of time, but it's also killed songs. Like there's songs I can't even listen to anymore because of TikTok. Like it's sad. And the songs I literally hate now because of TikTok.
Yeah.
Like TikTok ruined a lot of stuff because people overdo it. Like you have videos, you have songs and like sounds that have hundreds of thousands of videos. Like you look at the sound and it said hundreds of thousands. Some songs have 1 million videos. It's like, why would you even want to listen to a song like that? Every time you're scrolling on your For You page, it's a Savage challenge. Like I don't want to listen to Savage ever again. Or how they ruined those Don Toliver songs. Like No Idea, they ran that song to the ground. And that's when I first started using TikTok, like seriously, was around that time, like late 2019. They ran that song into the ground.
Yeah, No Idea is a great song too.
Yeah, it's a good song. They ruined it.
But yeah, so Coi, she should just get in. I think she really just needs to lock in with a couple really good producers that can help shape her music.
And she could do both, do the baby voice stuff, but also put out some bars. Like
let's remove the baby voice from existence. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that in music.
Yeah.